I feel like I always start these by drinking coffee. Hello, hello, happy Friday. This is the midday movement break. We're talking about a core exercise today. So today we're going to be doing an active twist. So I like to incorporate a lot of anti-core movements where we resist movement, but I also really love twisting because it's just so good for the spine and the core muscles. So we're going to talk about an active twist exercise today that I've been loving lately. So for this exercise, we're going to be on one knee. Okay, so we're going to have 1 foot forward. And what's most important during this half kneeling twist is that our hips stay super steady. So we want to put tension, like we're trying to kind of pull our legs towards each other, okay? And that's going to help us start to create tension in our core. Nice and tight through here. The other thing that's important, we have our one leg forward, is we want to make sure our abs are engaged. So I'm going to make sure my tailbone isn't popped. I'm going to keep my pelvis neutral. And I'm going to make sure my ribs aren't flaring out. I'm going to pull them down. And then my belly button, I'm going to draw it back. So I've got this nice tight sheath around my midsection, okay? And then I've got tension here in my hips. My legs are pulling towards each other. And you should feel nice and active in your core, okay? And so the most basic level of this is that I'm just going to twist. So I'm going to stay nice and tight. So I want to show you from the front. So you can see how my hips stay right where they are. I'll put my hands on my hips, and I'm just going to twist, 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 twist. Keep the belly button pulling back. Try to face my chest in the opposite direction, and then I'll come back through center, twist, twist, twist the other way. And so it's important to keep those hips steady because we don't want to be rocking back and forth as we twist. We want to use that tension from pulling the legs towards each other and pulling the rib cage down and tight to actively twist through our center. And how I can up-level this and make it a little bit harder is I can add a weight. So I've got just a heavy book, Harry Potter, obviously, nice big book. You can use a dumbbell. I've also got my weighted pack that I'll show you in a second, but we'll start with the book. So I'm going to sit up, I'm going to squeeze the legs, I'm going to pull the ribs down, engage the belly button. I'm going to make sure my shoulders, as I hold this weight, stay down and back. So that's why it's important to not start with a weight that's too heavy. We want to have something that's light and manageable. The main purpose of adding the weight is we're going to create a lever. So we're going to hold it in front of us. So I'm going to reach this down. I'm going to twist, twist, twist. And then I'm going to twist, twist, twist the other way as the book comes up. And by holding that far from my center of gravity, my abs have to work a little bit harder. So that's why it doesn't really need to be too heavy. Okay, so we'll twist down, come up. I'll show you from the front. Tighten the legs, tighten the abs. We'll stay down, we'll twist. Okay, and then we want to make sure that we switch sides and rotate the other way. So same thing, hip down, ribs in, legs pull tight, start outside the leg that's bent, twist the other way. You'll probably notice that one side feels stranger to twist towards than the other, and that's normal, but in any case, there's your core exercise for this week. So your half kneeling twist. So try adding in 8 to 12 reps on each side and let me know how it goes.